So hi all Kaisas and Muli's Foreign followers in Instagram and Facebook. We thought with Kaisa that we could make some video clips also in English, that you all guys know what I'm doing with her and how did everything go. And so our story started in the beginning of the year. My first thought, I met Kaisa in last November in one exhibition, and we talked about Muli because I've seen her blog in the internet and I knew her kind of, and we talked about her and I asked how is Muli, because I've met mules in States when I was visiting there. So when Kaisa then said that okay, she could bring Muli to me in training, I was like, okay, really? Seriously? It was a nice surprise. It was also a nice challenge for me because I don't have any experience with mules, but I was also a little bit excited because I knew that she's writing a blog. So if everything goes fine, it's good for me, but if everything goes fucked up, it's not that good. Yeah. So how everything started with Muli was when she arrived here to my place. At first, maybe first couple of weeks, I was just getting to know her. She was shy. She didn't really let me to catch her in the pen. Yeah, I took her to the arena and just walked with her, a lot of ground working. And then I knew that they'd ridden her. She had some experience with riding and everything, but I wanted to start with her like she was raw and green, because I didn't want to think what happened before. I wanted to start everything like from the beginning, how I would do it, so that I get to know her really well. And yeah, ground working, then put the saddle on her and do some ground working with it. And so she arrived in the middle of winter. She doesn't have shoes, and she didn't have spikes in the shoes because she doesn't have shoes. So it was really hard here to ride on the road and streets because it's all icy and a lot of snow. So we were only in the arena, and we did some riding there. We started like really slowly, just a couple minutes in the beginning, and then more and more. And then Kaisa ordered those flex hoof boots, and when we got them, we got also to the streets, and then we started to go more like trail riding. That was Kaisa's main goal also, to get a trail mule, not really dressage mule, but just to go ride trail riding safe and sound. And when the spring came here, then we basically went only to the trail riding. I forgot all training in the arena because I wanted to get her really good in the trail and there in the forest, and she did really good. Yeah. So like I said, Kaisa's main goal was only to get a nice trail mule, and it wasn't that hard to go with her outside the arena. We did first really just little amount, like we did just 100 meters street and then back, and then more and more. I did also, like, I ponied her first with my paint horse, and we went to the trail rides like that, so she got to know the area here and everything. But yeah, she's kind of brave. She's not afraid of things there when we ride her, but then she has those moments when she just doesn't want to do something, and then we have a little problem. It's not like she's not afraid of rocks or sticks or cars or anything. It's just she decides not to go, and then she doesn't want to go, and that's been the main problem with her, like trail riding. When I got Muli here, I didn't have really any big expectations. I don't know if the right word, but maybe you got it. How she would do and how she would develop herself. I just wanted to see how she is and what we do, and she's been really good, and she's gone really okay with everything. Yeah, she can be a little stubborn. She's pretty much there where I want her to be now when Kaisa gets her back home. She goes nice trail riding, she has those moments still, but I don't know if I can get them away, if they will ever go away when she decides that no, I don't want to go. And because that's Muuli's thing, she has really strong will, and it's just sometimes there is no logic what she's doing or what she decides. She's a mule. What can you expect? The most challenging thing with Muuli has been probably her strong will. If she doesn't, like I told, if she doesn't want to do something, she really tells you that. With a horse, yeah, it's not a joke when people say that donkeys and mules, they are really stubborn. They are, really they are. And it's like she would do something until she doesn't breathe anymore if she doesn't want to do something, if she decides so. It's really strong, and that's probably the most difficult thing with her, or has been the most challenging thing with her. Like trail riding, I want to go somewhere and she doesn't want to go, and then we discuss about like 30 minutes over there, like yes, we do go because I want to go. And yeah, then she goes finally, but yeah, those discussions, they've been hard. I think what was surprising to me was actually the trail riding, how easy it was in the end. When she goes fine, she goes really nice there. You can go everywhere and she's brave. Okay, there are some ditches or something on the ground what she doesn't want to go over. That's fine, some horses could do that too. But like altogether, it's in the beginning I wasn't too excited or scared to go with her to trail ride because she's brave. She's brave. Kaisa has done really good job with her, like getting her to know cars and everything, so it was easy to go with like outside with her. So Muuli has been here at my place like 6 months, from the beginning of January until now the end of June, and until end of May she was really good. Like the April, May was really good trail riding and everything. I've never felt like giving up with her, although we've had those hard moments. But now, like June has been really hard because I've been so busy with all my stuff. Like I have farm and cattle and everything, so I haven't had enough time to work with her. So these few times I've ridden her now in June, she's been shit, just shit. Or let's say so, not completely shit, but I've had really shitty moments with her, what I didn't have before. So like if Kaisa would have picked her up back home like in the end of May, I would be like, yeah, really good job, Sanna. But now June has been like, damn, why? But hey, like I said, she doesn't have logic every time, so yeah, she's a mule. Mitkä ovat olleet suurimmat erot verrattuna hevosen koulutukseen? Tää onkin tosi hyvä kohta kuvata, kun se on koko ajan tuolla.
Voidaan vaihtaa. Tai sit jos laittaa toinen narun, ei se sitten enää nypi niin paljon.
Mä ajattelin, että se on hauskempi.
No se on jo hauskempi,
No niin.
Nyt se alistuu.
Nyt se alistuu. Mikä se kysymys? Mitkä ovat olleet suurimmat erot verrattuna hevosen koulutukseen? What's been the biggest difference, like comparing to horses, or if somebody gets a mule to training? Yeah, you have to have a good sense of humor, first of all. Then what I've talked with Kaisa about mules, it's like really common that they have a really strong flee reaction, like they want to run away if something happens. She has it strong. It's getting less, or it's getting better now after the months. Like in the beginning it was really strong. Like we were walking on the street and there were a couple of birds who just flew away suddenly, and she just turned 180 degrees and bolted away. But now after months, like that happened also in the forest, she didn't run away. So it's getting better, but it's still there. So that's really strong. And I don't know, horses, mostly what I've ridden horses, they mostly like freeze and look. Yes, they can bolt also, but they give more time to look what happened. She has been like, okay, I run away now and fast. And also this really strong will. Yeah, horses can be stubborn too, but she's been like own kind of like really special case. So I've ridden I've started some young horses, and I usually don't use so much treats, but with her I've had to take treats also, like especially when I mount her, get on the saddle. First I tried like the way I do it with young horses. I bend her a little bit and get on her. It did work, but then it stopped working and she started to run away or walk away before I let her. So I took treats to help me, and that worked. She does hurry a little bit still, but it's getting better, and it's so much better, and the treats really helped her. So that's what and I don't think treats are bad. No, not at all. I don't use treats when I ride, when I'm up there. I use like pressure and release. So, but I don't think treats are bad, not at all. Some people use it and that's fine. What I've learned from Muli is that never take mules in training. No, that's just joke. No, that was a joke really. She's sweet. What I've learned from her is probably give it time. I've never been really in hurry with the horses, like training horses. I want to take time with young horses, especially if Kaisa would have said to me, okay, you have 2 months to take her, and I take her back like in 2 months and I want her to be trail riding horse, mule, I would have said, yeah, no, forget it, I'm not gonna do that. It was really nice. Kaisa said, okay, do you have time for like 6 months? She could stay there like 6 months. I was like, perfect. If an owner has a time and she's really she's ready to give that time, it's really good, because horses and she really needed that time. It took like 3 months, couple months before I mounted her, before I got on the saddle. So that was important. So, but that's always been, I've always given time to horses and young horses. What became a joke with Muli is that sometimes when she did shit, she ran away and everything. I took some video clips to Kaisa's blog. I always said like, fucking mule. So they want to know, people want to know if she's always fucking mule or if she can be nice. She can be really nice. She has those shitty moments. Everybody does. Horses have them too. But she can really like sweet and funny. I'm gonna miss her, although Kaisa doesn't believe that. But yeah, when she is in a pen and then she's like, you're coming to give me some hay. But yeah, she's really sweet. And she's been surprisingly nice. Like I told you, trail riding was like, after those couple hard times in the beginning, now when the spring came and summer came, she's been really nice trail riding. Yeah, she's cool. She's actually sometimes even better than my paint horse, like when I go to trail ride. So yeah, I'm gonna miss her. What's best in Muli? I think her character. She's so unpredictable. You don't know what she has in her mind. That's a good thing, that's also a bad thing. Like when you ride her and she gets those things, like moments like, okay, I'm out, I'm done. But like it makes it funner. It makes it funnier to work with her, because she has this character. If she was like just like an old horse who does nothing, yeah, would be that fun. Kaisa is that kind of person who needs this kind of character, like horse, mule, whatever. So yeah, that's the best thing in her. So if somebody's, what I've learned now from like training her and mules, if somebody is thinking about getting a mule, if you want to have a young mule without no training, that you can start it all over like from the beginning. If you've never trained a horse or mule, get a trainer. Really, do it, please. It's like they have so own kind of character with all these flea reactions, like bolting away and the strong will, and you have to be so consistent with them. If you ask something, you really have to get through it. If you give up one time, they will try it again. And if it's a bad habit, you are in trouble. So get a trainer, or if you don't bring her to the trainer, get somebody who can help you like regularly, and give them time. You have to have sense of humor, and but they can be really cool. And I know mules, they ride in dressage and everything, so it's not like impossible thing, but you need time with them. Don't give up. Be patient.